Tell you what, guys, it is a beautiful day to be watching some moments. Not inside playing video games or anything like that, but watch some actual moments. Maybe outside, walking around, enjoying the day, and your favorite curation team just put out some dope sets. And you're like, man, I got to watch these sets and probably own them. And that's what happens with video game numbers. It starts with one and then it escalates quickly because, my gosh, they're just so beautiful. Just like you two fine folks, joined by King Brett and 3Ball34 on another episode of Moment by Moment. We are here today once again talking about video game numbers. What do we have on tap today? I think we've got some history-making moments, do we not, 3Ball?
I think we got some history-making moments. It's going to be fun breaking down video game numbers again. That escalated quickly. Loved that quote.
Yeah. It's like, ooh.
That was great. Yeah, today we're going to touch base on De'Aaron Fox, Steph Curry, and Anthony Davis. Going to be fun. 3 moments in video game numbers. You
never heard of any of those people. Who are those guys? Never heard of them.
Whatever. Y'all are both valued owners of the video game number set. These 3 moments are going to be fun to break down. Anything stand out to you guys right off the bat?
Yeah, I wish I could play like them.
Every time I see it. We were talking about it last week with Jokic and the old man moves. I still can't do that, even though I'm an old man. The pivots, and we're about to see some stuff that none of the 3 of us can do. Nobody in CNC can do. That's what video game numbers are. These things are spectacular.
Well, pretty sure that Triticus dunked on Michael Jordan or someone like that. He's got some basketball story. Scottie Pippen or some dude with purple hair. I don't know.
Twice. Dunked on him twice.
Twice. Yeah. Fact check me later or never, please.
Mayor Triticus dunked on Pippen. Got it.
Sir Mayor Triticus to you.
Hell of a campaign slogan. I dunked on Scottie Pippen. Now I'm going to dunk on all the problems of this city. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears.
That's a working list.
To another CNC member and value Chewy Wolf and our Top Shot Kingdom. Let's get into this De'Aaron Fox moment because it is sick. Dude. I don't want to waste any more time because we got
it special.
I think for this is the player of that game. If you guys, I think everybody remembers that game, especially if you're a Kings fan. That was the 176-175 game, was it not?
Unreal.
And I mean, just basketball porn. I mean, like just absolute.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just absolute
350 plus points in a game. That's insane, dude.
Even in double overtime, that's still a nut score. That's incredible.
And the pride of Cypress Lakes High School. Shout out Houston, Texas. Texas high school basketball kid right there. De'Aaron Fox for being the stud of that game. God, that alley-oop right there from Malik Monk.
Welcome, Kings.
De'Aaron, yikes. Woo. 5 steals, by the way, from Mr. Fox. Swipe the Fox, as they like to call him.
5.
Picking pockets. Love that cross. Nice finish.
Dude.
There's another pocket picked.
Did you guys know that it was in 1973 and 1974? Here's your random basketball fact for the day. 1973, 1974 is when they officially started making stats and blocks. They started counting those as part of the box score. And like
steals
keeping track of that, if you will. Keeping track of it in that regard.
Torque, steals and blocks?
Yep, 1973, 1974.
That's why I keep saying the 70s were a great time, folks.
May or may not come up later on in the show. I don't know.
Yeah, might be a part of history.
Maybe not. Nice dish. Good finish to the rookie. Keegan Murray had a good season. Look at that step back bucket.
Dude.
He's gotten so good. It's so nice to see, man. And I'm just happy for the folks in Sacramento who love him. I mean, those fans are like, first off, they annoy me. I mean, because they're so great. I mean, that's what great fans do. I mean, but I would want them to be like just as rabid. I want my Mavs fans to be just as rabid as the Kings fans are for their players.
Listen, that's a great point. If they're not annoying you, then they're not really getting after it as fans. Like if they're really behind their team, they should be bothering the opposition. That's what I was looking for.
Make no mistake about it. I love them. I love them. Like I love all of it. Love Chewy. I love.
If Mavs had a beam, we would be lighting that mother effer all day, every day, yelling at everybody.
Respect the beam.
Much respect to
the beam.
Top Shot Kingdom, all you guys.
That's the next Mav, Harrison Barnes in the
Jeez.
picture. Yeah, 42 points, 12 assists, and then the 5 steals you mentioned for his jersey number. Yeah,
Top
De'Aaron
shot collector
Fox
Harrison Barnes.
he's a force to be reckoned with for sure. I think that he's a future star, a current star now that the league needs to be prepared and look for every night. You got Paul George on him trying to guard. Nope.
I love seeing a guy though that's so talented
that pass. Oh God, that left-handed pass across court.
Dude, that's exactly what I was gonna say. For someone so talented that can go score, wow, that's so dirty. He dishes it out and gives it to his teams and passes it out to the key or makes that cross court pass. You're like, holy crap, how did he just do that?
I think when they make it look so easy, that's what tells you like what type of athlete and what type of stud we're watching. Because it looks like he's jogging and just putting in work out there.
He's dirty.
Smooth criminal. Love it. Great moment.
Fantastic moment. Fantastic game. They did a great job encapsulating like that part. Like I said, that was the star player of, to me, the star game of the regular season.
Yeah, them getting Sabonis, they got a good squad together. I'm excited to see their future. They had a good year.
Yeah.
Excited to see.
They were cooking until De'Aaron Fox got hurt. Sabonis was hurt. It was kind of rough the way they had to bow out. But man, they fought to the end, and nobody wants to see Sacramento. Like that's a damn good team. They're and of course I'm gonna root for the Texas high school kids. I love De'Aaron Fox. That guy's awesome.
Sure. But they're going to be a reckon coming this next couple seasons if they keep building and doing what they're doing. Yeah. Mavs will definitely beat them, but obviously they're right up there.
All right, well, let's get to another a fan favorite of a team that a lot of people follow. The young Steph Curry made all the little kids think that they could do it. Everybody's shooting threes because of Steph. Let's check it out.
Remember watching him in college, dude. He lit the college on fire that year.
Torque, where did he go to college?
Everywhere.
Davidson.
Oh, that's too easy. Listen to him beating him on Davidson.
Yeah, he was waiting for you. He like pre-planned to know you would ask.
Dude. Well, he got recruited by Krzyzewski, if I'm not mistaken, and I know his brother ended up going to Duke, but him and Bob McKillop had a really good relationship, and that should show you a lot of what you want to know about Steph Curry as a human being. And the kind of guy he is, where he just stays loyal and ended up doing it his way and still look at his superstar. He dropped 50 in this game, right?
He did. 23 in the third quarter. Just lit them up. Yes. This is the Clippers, who we just saw versus De'Aaron Fox and the Kings. The Clippers are showing up again on defense, getting worked by Steph. Look at that step back.
Dude, just when I watch him, silky, like everything just looks silky. Like it's just
how awesome. Casual. That casual little just behind the back. Let me just kind of like walk back here and just jack a 3-pointer and just bury it.
If he stopped chewing on his mouthpiece, he would be like one of my favorite players ever.
I was going to ask, does that annoy you? Do you not like the mouthpiece chewing?
No, I was a mouthpiece chewer in football back in the day, so I actually really like it. But I know it upsets a lot of people, so I always like bringing it up.
I think TNT just focuses on it so much. They get right in his face to show it like that. It's just a habit the guy does. Leave him alone.
Yeah, but it makes him look real. Like all these people are like, hello. And then he's like,
then he throws it in a game, Torque, and gets a technical foul.
That'll do it. You can't do that. Well, and especially during COVID times. I mean, you can't do that. Like there's
right.
It's
every time Steph shoots. Sorry, bud. Every time he shoots, I feel like it shouldn't go in. All of these shots. He's just letting it fly from all different angles, off balance, fading away.
Not even hitting the rim.
No.
Not even, like, it's all pure. Yikes. So he dropped what, 23 in the third?
21 in the third for 50 total.
Third? What? So you know what they need to do? Well, far be it for me to tell the lovely curation team what they should and should not be doing. I will politely suggest, however, another a teammate of Steph's who did something pretty remarkable in one quarter himself, right? What did Clay drop? Was that 30-something in a quarter?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Maybe that's
it was like
number set, but it wouldn't be from this season. So what if you had like VG, like if VGN and running back had a baby? You could have like a run it back like VGN set from like some of the best performers. You could have Thunder Dan Marley from the NBA.
If like
oh my
run
gosh.
it back and video games numbers had a baby,
and then Austin, Ken, Brandon had a baby, and those babies had babies. Austin, Brandon, I hope you're listening. I know you are.
Now we're
just saying, great ideas.
I'm just saying, Thunder Dan Marley in the NBA Finals with his 8 threes in that game, and then Clay's 30. There's really got to be a Clay moment in the pipe for that, right? You got to think that
you gotta.
You said 8 threes there. Steph shot 14 in this game and went 8 for 14 from 3.
Wow,
stud.
Sounds like me when I play basketball.
Is there anybody more fun to watch when he's going than Steph Curry, though?
Dude. I don't think so. I think he lights the country, the world on fire. I think everybody is enamored with him, whether you hate him or love him. I feel like he's just got a huge following, huge fandom. He's made people that are in Dallas, Texas, in Canada, in France, wherever, are Golden State Warriors fans wearing jerseys. And you're like, you've only been watching. You're not a real Warriors fan. You just love Steph Curry.
Dude. But that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if that's what gets you into watching basketball and starting to love, and because at the end of the day, we all had a favorite player and we rooted for that player no matter where they went.
For sure.
And most of them stayed local. But like, when you find a guy that's talented, he was always an underdog, like, right? And called like his whole life. Like, whoever thought Davidson would go where they went, would do what they did? No one. Right? So it's like, to root for an underdog, and for that underdog to now be one of the best NBA players of all time, in my opinion, like it's just awesome.
He is the epitome of a gym rat. Like, I mean, just work, like Rihanna, work. I should never do that again. Y'all stop me. Don't let me do that.
Next time, dance though.
Stop
Dance.
That's episode 5. We're not even gonna dance.
You heard it, folks. Tune in to episode 5 where you can see Torkster dance.
Yeah, that's a hell of a tease. Incredible moment, Steph. He's such a good player.
Last but not least, is this my guy, the one that got my journey started on the video game numbers journey, Mr. Anthony Davis?
Your first pack rip for the video game numbers. That is a great intro to Sir Anthony Davis. Shout out to Ariel and our Lakers fans in the CNC group. This is going to be fun. Right. No LeBron in this game. So Anthony was by himself, which makes sense for this eruption.
Didn't need him this game.
No, dude, just chairman of the board. Just 21 boards in this game. Speaking
even in warm-ups, he's just like just dropping them.
I love that they included pre-game stuff, post-game stuff. I know that was big with S4. So seeing a lot of the intro handshakes or the warm-ups like we just saw there, that's really cool to see them in the actual game warm-ups.
Yeah. I love that they came out of these reels, dude, because it puts you in the game. It gets you the highlights that you want to see. It's like Sports Center top 10, but all for one player and one of possibly his best game of his career ever.
That's exactly what it's like, Brett. It's like on Sports Center when they give you the highlight package from the game. Like, hey, look last night what Anthony Davis did, and they'd show us this package. Like, this is it. This is perfect. Great.
But now we own a portion of this moment. It's mine. It's mine.
And they had this knack for making them like the quintessential like type plays that Anthony Davis would do. Like they slow down the rangy block where he looks like Gumby stretching his arm out there to just knock it out of bounds. The dunk where he gets fired up. I mean, what was this? 37 and 21, right? 37, 21, 5 points, 5 blocks. I think that's the first player in NBA history to do that since they started counting blocks and steals in 1973, 1974. There it is. Full circle.
Listen to that, folks. Wow. Say that again.
History. 5 steals and 5 blocks. Tell me again.
First player in NBA history since they started counting steals and blocks for these things since 1973, 74, which is when they did that, to record, 30 points, 20 boards, 5 steals, and 5 blocks. Third player, in Lakers history to record, it was like 20 and 10 in Elgin and Shaq, like 20 and 10 in like however many straight games. and Elgin and Shaq were the only other two who did it as well. Man, people forget, like, just I guess because LeBron, he's with LeBron now, but Anthony Davis, man, I mean, like, he's generational talent kind of in and of his own right.
There's another easy one. College Torque.
College? Oh, that's Kentucky. He went in. I can the legendary Chicago Simeon High School.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, they had a stud team when he was a freshman at Kentucky. They were just bringing folks in.
Dude, the Lakers have so much talent, and like it's just. And again, I think you pointed this out. It's easy to focus on LeBron, right? But then if you just stop watching LeBron, you're like, holy crap, their team without LeBron would be freaking sick anyways.
So speaking of LeBron, I saw him right there. That's an obvious one. I didn't catch the second cameo. Watch the slow-mo close-up of AD at the end of the moment. They're going to show him, but they catch LeBron in the background right here. Watch. Got to put him in there twice. Shout out to Bron. The 8-time All-Star Anthony Davis, 2020 champion in the bubble.
Come to Dallas anytime you want, bro. Anytime. We will welcome you with open arms.
I've heard that rumor before, Brett. I would love that, especially when he was coming out of New Orleans. I heard that they had talked about it. I would love to have him.
I would have thrown in a free knife set.
He doesn't stay right. He doesn't stay healthy enough for me, but you could say that about a lot of big guys. You know, I don't want to be too harsh on him. He's been very good when he's healthy.
Yeah.
That's going to be the scary thing about the Lakers is I think you mentioned earlier is that they're death now, Brett. I mean, like they're not going to have to ask as much from LeBron and AD, which will be interesting to see how that works with the new load management rules, but whatever. But no, they've got plenty of depth where those guys won't have to play heavy minutes or do any heavy lifting for the most part, unless they absolutely need to. But yeah, just they stay healthy. That's a scary team. They still got some guard issues, but you know, different discussion for a different day.
They still got to deal with Sacramento, you know. So,
yep, that California team out there with
that division out there is treacherous.
Yeah, I mean that's the name of the game with all these teams. A lot of them have superstars, and if you could stay healthy for the majority of the season, I mean, you got a fighting chance. Got to get in the tournament.
Yeah, you just got to make it because once you're in, anything is possible.
That's what I'm talking about. There's a Kevin Garnett quote. Man, we're just going to have to go to Brett for our NBA quotes. He's got Kobe, now KG.
KG.
Heck
yeah. Next week, maybe even something about queso. Who knows, you know?
There's our queso reference. Love it. We're hitting our quota.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Episode 2 out of 7 for the video game numbers. We're moving right along and got 5 left, going 3 per episode. And then the final 7th episode is only going to have 2 because we're going to have to spend a little time on those, a little tease to that. But we talked about the scoring in the last episode. That 176-175 Kings game is just absolutely ridiculous. And we're just seeing it through all these moments. Scoring is up. The stars are putting up these video game numbers. How exciting is this to watch? Like, we definitely got to get this set again in S5, right, fellas?
Most definitely. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't put out another set like that.
It's too popular. I mean, it gives you that avenue that if somebody puts up these ridiculous numbers, boom, we got it. And if you're only looking for 20 throughout the year, kind of give or take a few, that's very doable.
That's for sure. I don't want to say what I'm about to say. If they don't come out with another one, I'm going to stop eating queso. So, Top Shot, it's going to be on you, Brandon, Austin, all you guys.
Balls
you want to ruin my queso love forever? Just saying.
Do we really want Brett to quit queso? No.
I don't want to live in a world like that.
Could you imagine how skinny I would be, though? I would look like 3-ball, just way shorter, like half the size. It'd be awesome.
I hate the segue. Like, a lot of these sets, I feel like we've talked that have players that aren't necessarily, you know, somebody that excites us. I mean, every single guy down this list, we're excited about talking about, excited about collecting. Torque, you mentioned it in the last episode. You got AD in your pack, and then you went to go sell it, and you looked at the rest of the moments, and each player was a superstar. Each moment was a superstar moment. it's tough not to go after.
Is it wrong that I feel a little ashamed that I went to sell it? But I corrected myself. I stopped myself like really quickly, and I realized the error of my ways. And then once again, it just, as it does with all these amazing moments that they put out, you see them and you want them, and then fortunately had the means to acquire them and just got lucky. I mean, like it's as a wise man once said, you let the pack gods decide, and the pack gods decreed as such. And so I just go with what they said, man. You know,
you nailed it.
Easy strategy.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because we all know whatever you think you're collecting, when the moments speak to you, like your Top Shot plan goes like this. It is not a straight line at all. If you're doing this, I don't know, you're probably collecting wrong.
Got to stay fluid. Got to stay ready to be coachable, as a coach once said. But yeah, I got to be ready to go with the flow. I love it,
dude. I love
you guys
this
are making
set.
me want to collect this set. I got to
go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Go
flow.
Go with the what? I'm sorry.
I see
the flow. Yeah, the flow. We just
the flow.
I think I've heard something about that floating around this whole ecosystem. Something about flow.
Yeah,
it's a nice little I think that's gonna be my collecting strategy going forward. Just stay in the flow.
Stay in the flow. The video game numbers flow.
Push the basketball. Video game numbers. Stay with the flow. Love it,
dude.
See you guys next time, moment by moment.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Moment by moment.